Hey, my name's Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. As you can see today, I'm doing a blind. So I've got 4 different cigar blends up here. I've got this Olde Raleigh Old Stogie. I've got the RY3 cigar blend. I've got a Joseph Magnus cigar blend and the Old Elk cigar cut. So all of these bottles, people really like these. I know Whiskey Wisdom liked this bottle a lot. So did Baker Drinks. So I'm interested to see where this comes at. When I first had it, I thought maybe the price for the juice wasn't that great, but it's opened up a little more. So I'm interested to see what we got. And if you notice in front of you, there are 4 different sample bottles, and anyone that's seen this channel knows what that's probably going to mean at the end of this video. So stay tuned. Looking forward to that. I've got stickers to kind of match all the bottles. I can't remember which color's which on here. Working on the Infinity bottle for 1,000 subscribers. I've got to get the plastic heat shrunk on there, and then I'm going to do a wax dip on this to get the wax coming down on it, and this will be ready. There's a video on this of some of the things I put in there, some interesting things in there. Thank you all for growing the channel. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the comments. It helps me get more ingrained with all you out there, and you guys are some amazing people. So let me mix this up some. I know my wife mixed it up again, but sometimes it's good to do these things because people will say, hey, I don't know what you did or what you drank and all that good stuff, but we'll have some fun with it. So let's get these all lined up, see what we got. And let's get into this first one right here. Man, I just love the nose on all these cigar blends. These are just awesome. I just absolutely love the nose. All of them got a great color to them. Right off the bat on this, I get some deep raisin. I could kind of get a raisin bread type of thing going on. Great viscosity on it. This just smells outstanding. Like this. So you'll notice too on the bottom there's stickers. So as I go to drink them, you might be able to catch what they are. I don't get to see them, but you guys might be able to catch what these are. This one off the bat reminds me of a little bit of a raisin bread in there. I'm kind of getting a little bit of cinnamon in there, some light caramel or burnt sugar in there as well. Let's see what we got in this. I'm getting a little bit of a light mint on this. A little bit of ethanol, not a whole lot of ethanol. It's not burning my nose up. I like the nose on this one better than this one so far, but let's see what they got on the palate too. And both of these so far are very viscous. Nice fingers of oils just dripping down the side on this. This one has a little more of a savory smell to it too. So I'm really kind of digging this little bit of a savory smell to go with the sweet that comes with it. Very interesting on this. Light caramel on this. I'm getting just kind of a touch of date on this. And kind of a savory bready note on this. Very interesting. And it's tough when you go at 4 different things to kind of differentiate what's different than the last thing you smelled. So it does get a little bit challenging sometimes to tell you, you know, you don't want to hear, oh, they all have this, this, and this. But you want to find out what's a little bit different, at least on the nose. This one's streaming fingers of oil down the sides as well. All 4 of these, or at least 3 of these so far, look very viscous. This kind of has a fresh pastry cinnamon kind of a nose going on. Getting a little bit of oak and tobacco on this one. This is not an overpowering nose, but it's a little more complex nose than some of the others. I think I like these two noses off the top, off the first. So these two noses I like the best. Let's go ahead and give them a taste and see what I think about them. Wow. So today, whatever this is, I'm definitely getting some cinnamon on this. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of a cinnamon roll a little bit up front. It's got a very nice mouthfeel, a little bit of spice on the back, a little bit of drying with the oak, getting some tobacco on that. That is very nice. Very viscous. Man, this is just streaming down the sides of the glass. So I'm getting some brown sugar, I'm getting some cinnamon, getting the oak, getting a little bit of tobacco on the back of this. Wow, this is very good. So it kind of hits my flavor profiles a lot. I like the sweet up front, and I like it to transition into something that's a little bit older on the back. Getting some raisin in here. So I'm kind of getting like a cinnamon, a little bit of a raisin bread type of thing with a nice transition in the back. Definitely liking this. And I'll tell you that the cigar blends cost more because it takes so much more to make them. They're going in 2-3 different barrels on top of their original barrel, extra time, extra labor, extra warehousing. So they're going to be more expensive. So when people go, oh, I can't believe they charge that much for it, there's a lot that goes into these. So let's go into this second one a little bit. Cleanse my palate again. I really like that first one. It hits a lot of the notes that I really like. Dark fruit, kind of jammy note right off the bat. I'm getting a heavier kind of a tobacco on the back. It kind of ramps up the back of the palate. I'm just trying to figure out what this is. You get a little bit of a pepper on this. Like I said, you're getting kind of a jammy note that goes with it. Heavy tobaccos, a bit of oak on the back on that. I would say this is a little more fig than I would a raisin on this one. Kind of a burnt type of a caramel type of thing going on there too. So very interesting on that. I'm not going to kick any of these out of my glass so far, at least these first two. But I don't think I've had a bad batch with any of these. Let's get to this third one over here. This just smells fresh. That is very good. You got a good mouthfeel on it. I'd say it's a very good mouthfeel on this. I'm getting a little bit of a refreshing type of thing on the back, a little bit of a pepper on the back. I'm getting some of the tobacco rolling across the tongue. Kind of a medium finish. I think these two finished a little bit longer. I'm going to go back and try this one again. Get a little bit of ethanol on there. This one's really, really nice on the back. Get a little bit of a chocolate wash, get some pepper on the back, getting heavier tobacco and oak on the back. I tend to like oak. It's a little bit of dryness coming in now to it. Very good, very interesting. And one of my biggest fear is I'll probably say, I like the Old Elk the best after it's one. I said, I don't know if it's worth 125 bucks. So, of course, biggest fear is always out there. This has great color to it. This has got the best mouthfeel on it. It's got some very interesting character to it. Pooling down oil on this. Of everything out here, this one reminds me the most of like smoking a cigar. And not in a bad way. You get a nice tobacco, bit of the oak on there, but it just kind of engulfs the mouth and you kind of get this flavor all through your mouth, but it's not overpowering. It's there, but it's not punching you in the mouth. This one right here, I'm getting a lot of a raisin on this now. Where this one, one of the other ones, I got more of a jammy note to it. This one, I'm getting more of a raisin, not super cinnamony, but just a tiny hint of it there. Getting the tobacco very clear, getting the oak very clear. To me, this one's got the best mouthfeel of them all. And it's got a nice transition from the sweet to smooth. And I've talked about that, where I like something to hit me sweet up front and then kind of dry up on the back, get some spice and get some of the oaks, get some of the peppers, get some of the tobacco. I think this one transitions the best. And I'm definitely liking the flavor on this. It's going to be tougher than I thought it was. All these are really dang good. As you can see, this just hanging on the glass, all this oils on this. And this one just goes down so freaking easy. It just feels really, really good as it goes down. So this is going to be tough now. Oh, man. So this one's going to be in my top two. Now I need to figure out which of these is going to be in my top two. Let me go back through backwards, see what we got. This just got such a nice nose to it. It's got like that springy nose. Gosh, that's so good. And I'll tell you how hard this is going to be. It's not going to be someone's a clear winner by flavor. I think all these are very good. I think it's going to be the little things, the kind of the balance, kind of the mouthfeel, the way they transition. my palate. It's going to be some of the things that I really, really like. Man, that is good. This is the one that has probably the most spice for it on me. It goes from like a super caramely brown sugar to right into spice. But I really kind of like the way it pops on there. This one's probably going to be my last place. Not because it's bad, it's just these others are so much better. So let's see what we're going to have in second. Man, that's got a good mouthfeel. It's a buttery quality to it. It's got exceptional flavors to it. Golly. And it's got just enough nice back spice that comes up. It's not overly spicy, but it just reminds you that it's there, and the oak and the tobacco and that. This is a tough one. So, I'm about to make a big fool out of myself, I have a feeling, but we'll see. For my preference on the things that I like for the cigar blend, and let me see what these are. So we got blue, yellow, green, and red. So, coming in fourth place for me was green, which was the RY3. And I think that this is a very good pour. I was very fond of this yesterday. I even made the mention that the more I drank it, the more I liked it. So I think that as you drink it more, it gets better and better and better. So coming in third place, yellow. Joseph Magnus came in third place. That is kind of a shocker to me. I think it was just the way it transitioned. This is batch, what is batch? This is batch 129, and all the batches are a little bit different. So Joseph Magnus came in third place. I'm going to end up saying Old Elk Cigar Cut was the best. I know it. Coming in second place, blue. Which one's blue? Well, Old Elk Cigar Cut. It opened up better. There's just something about the mouthfeel that I really, really like on this. I thought it hit my flavor profiles a lot better, which was, it was very sweet, and then it transitioned into something that I like. Every one of these I like, so don't think that I don't like it. This was the toughest one I probably had to do, which means that Old Raleigh. So apparently Richard was shocked that Old Raleigh won as well. So Old Raleigh Old Stogie came in number one place. This is awesome. Never knew anything about this till about 2 weeks ago. Eric Andrews, 750 subscriber winner, told me about this. I mean, he was pounding the table how good this is. Got me a bottle of this, and I'm so thankful. In all transparency, I did not put my best Joseph Magnus on the table. I didn't think that would have been a good comparison because I drink it as often as I can drink bourbon, as much as other bourbons I taste. But I did put this batch on here, batch 129, which is a very good batch. Anything Joseph Magnus is always very good. And I was shocked at how well the Old Elk opened up. Initially, I didn't like it as much. Sometimes you give it some time and they open up. But the Old Raleigh Old Stogie came in first. There was just something that's for me, for my palate, that's special about it. Definitely enjoy it. So thankful I had the opportunity for this bottle. But as you notice, there's 4 samples over here. So those that watch the channel understand usually what that means. It means that I want to get this in somebody's hands. If you're over 21, continental US, put a key phrase in this video next Sunday. I'll draw for it. If you meet that criteria, you'll get to do your own sampling or blinds of all 4 of these, so you can think what you think of the cigar blends. So, key phrase for this is have a cigar. So if you put have a cigar somewhere in the comments and you meet that criteria, if I pull your name, you'll be getting these 4 samples. And I know that sometimes I throw extra things in there. It's just kind of the way I'm built. I like to share. Apparently a lot like you guys out here, because there's so many wonderful people that have shared so much things, and I appreciate it. So looking forward to getting these 4 samples into someone's hands as well. Have a cigar in the comments. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. When you're watching this, it'll probably be Monday mornings when it's going to come out. This is Sunday night. Hope you had a great weekend with your family. I appreciate all your sharing and all you do. Ooh, almost lost it, almost party foul. I appreciate all you do and how much you've grown this channel. So if you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. I love the comments. They mean a lot to me, and I try to answer every single one back, because if you put the time, I'd like to make sure I'm matching that, to at least say thank you. You know, whether it's something you're critical of, which I appreciate, or something that you've seen before that I don't know about, or something you agree with. But y'all have an amazing night. God bless, and thank you.